Hey everyone, my name is Clint Eastwood, and I will be your host today for Grovers of GCC. Kira's not in today because she's preparing for finals. She's freaking out. She's kind of crying in the corner. So while Kira is dog-tired from studying for finals, I'm going to throw you a bone or two about what we're going to talk about this week. You all pretty much know that Grove City College has a Reagan cult. Yes, it's true. So this week we're going to ask the students if they think there is enough political diversity on campus. You know, I had a cousin named Grover once. Oh wait, that was Rover, sorry. I might be barking up the wrong tree, but it's been a rough week. Alright, you're probably tired of hearing me chew your ear off. We should probably go ask the Grovers.
From my experience, I don't think there is enough. I think within the conservative political side, you do have people's opinions who vary, but for the most part, I would say it's not very diverse. However, I don't think that it's something that is necessarily needed because that is not necessarily what Grove City is. Grove City is more politically conservative and is aligned a lot with our values. So yeah, at this college, I don't think it's something that's necessarily needed as much because the diversity that is here in the conservative political views of the students is diverse, so to speak, but it's diverse on the side of which the college reflects.
So as far as political diversity on campus goes, I think that although there is a fair amount of diversity, it's really isolated towards the right conservative wing, and that we really don't have enough representation of a more left view, and that stifles our ability to grow as individuals, and that it can cause us college students to not challenge our own beliefs enough and influence us in ways that we just reinforce our existing opinions rather than being challenged and really growing as individuals the way that a liberal arts college tries to drive you towards. And so I think that we could definitely use more political diversity to create a more growth-focused atmosphere rather than the continual reinforcement atmosphere that currently exists on campus.
I think there's plenty of political diversity. I don't think people are keen on expressing it. I don't think there's a lot of pathways for people who might have opposing views to share their opinions. That being said, I hope those with the established political views don't get the impression that they're purposely trying to suppress the other views. I think that's just the way it's ended up.
I don't know, I'm a freshman, so I haven't been here too long, so I wasn't here last year during the election, but I feel that there are more conservatives on campus, but I feel that we are challenged to view both sides, so I appreciate that.
I think everybody is kind of in the same boat, at least from what I've seen. They're all very Republican Reagan promoters.
I mean, I don't really love to say that, but we're all Republicans basically. I think I've met like one liberal, and that one isn't even really someone I've really met, just kind of heard about, so not really any political diversity.
Yeah, I think here at Grove City College, and really at any college, we should have vigorous debate over ideas and people who hold those ideas. Now, not necessarily, I don't think we should hire, communists or fascists, but people across, there's a broad spectrum of ideas, and it'd be great to see debate. And I think we should also have guests to come to campus who, not necessarily conservative, but bring up different ideas. And really we should have, there's a vigorous debate within the center and the center-right in America, and we should see, students should be exposed to those opinions. So, and I think students should read things from across the ideological spectrum. So they should be confronted with ideas in the classroom, and it'd be great to have speakers that reflected as well some of that intellectual diversity. Students should be exposed to ideas they're going to see in the world. So, so I don't think the college itself, should necessarily hire people who are on the far left. But we can still have other forms. We can engage with political diversity in other ways.
Well, it's interesting because you can hear different people's points of views. Is there enough political diversity? I would say not out front, no. If you differ from the majority opinion, I believe that there's a little bit more hesitancy in discussing what you believe and why. But I do think that the college does a good job with trying to bring in different speakers and different viewpoints. But as far as the student body goes, I don't think that there's as much diversity as there could be, or I think there is more, but it's more underlying. It's not really brought to the surface a lot.
I mean, I've known some people that are not conservative, that are Democrats here. I was friends with one of my roommates last year, who was pretty much a liberal and a Christian. So there are people like that, and they're good people. But for the most part, it feels like, most people are Republican, conservative, and they like the party and are not such a big fan of Democrats. So probably not, but there's more than what you'd expect, I guess, at the same time.
I know campus is mostly conservative, and I think I would like to see a little bit more of both sides talked about, but I mean, we can all use more diversity.
I really feel like the political diversity on campus is more or less, I really don't feel like there is any political diversity. I feel like there's just a bunch of Republicans. I feel as if there's a few liberals here and there, but overall, given the background of a Christian campus and the views the campus has on certain rights, I feel as if it's more or less a Republican campus with a few scattered in liberals.
Well, Clint is in the doghouse now. So that was a pretty interesting discussion I had with the Grovers about political diversity. Some people think that there's definitely not enough. Some people think that there's just enough for Grove City. It's going to be our last episode before Christmas break. So have a great break, everyone. Providential blessings on your finals. You can do it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. See you around the Grove. Except not really, because we're all leaving campus in a couple weeks. More like a few days. I'm really behind in life right now. Merry Christmas!
Run to your closet, find your Christmas sweater, screaming carols all the way. La 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 la, Maine, all the way to California. It's the Christmas cake and Halloween to Christmas Day. It's the most wonderful time of year.